So dear students, in this session we are going to see how to balance redox reactions. There are two methods to balance. One, oxidation number method. Another one, ion electron method or off reaction method. To start with, oxidation number method. Oxidation number method. Let me give you a redox reaction. Oxidation of ferrous sulfate using acidified potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate acidified potassium permanganate oxidizes ferrous sulfate into ferric sulfate. During that process, potassium becomes potassium sulfate, manganese becomes manganese sulfate, and we also get water. Alright, this is the reaction. This equation we are going to balance using oxidation number method. How to balance this equation? To balance a redox reaction using oxidation number method, we have to find out the elements which are oxidized and reduced, because oxidation and reduction will be taking place simultaneously. That's why we call reduction oxidation redox. Here I said acidified potassium permanganate is an oxidizing agent. That means here potassium is alkali metal. Here it exists in both the compounds as +1. There is no change in the oxidation number. Alright? There is no change in the oxidation number. We need not find out. And then oxygen, it is not in the form of peroxide, superoxide, with halogen, something like that. No, different forms we have seen. So oxygen in all its compounds -2 only. Here also -2. Of course, I didn't mention oxygen in sulfate, because in all sulfate, oxygen will be in -2. If oxygen is -2, sulfur will be in sulfur X, oxygen -2, 4 into -2, -8. The sum should be -2, because for sulfate ion, total charge is -2. So X is equal to -2 plus 8, which is equal to +6. So in all the sulfate compounds, sulfur is in +6, oxygen is in -2, and therefore we need not specify, we need not bother about the oxidation state of sulfur and oxygen in sulfate. In all, it will remain as such. Hydrogen, in all its compound, it is +1 only. Only in metal hydrides, it will show different oxidation state. And therefore, where there is change in oxidation number means we have to target only the manganese element, manganese, and then the element iron. Here, potassium permanganate oxidizes ferrous sulfate into ferric sulfate. That means iron here in +2 oxidation state. Sulfate on the whole -2, therefore it is +2. Sulfate on the whole -2. 3 into -2, -6. Therefore it should be 2 into +3. Alright? 2 into X. 2 into X for iron. Here 3 into -2 for sulfate on the whole is equal to 0. Therefore 2X is equal to +6. X is equal to +6 by 2, which is +3. So oxidation state of iron is +3. Here it is +2. Iron from +2 is oxidized to +3. Alright? Now, what about manganese? We need not bother about other elements. Alright? What about manganese? For potassium, oxidation number +1, alkali metal. For manganese, let it be X. For oxygen, 4 into -2 is equal to -8, which is equal to 0. So X -7 is equal to 0, X is equal to +7. Oxidation state of manganese is +7. Oxidation state of manganese is plus 7. Manganese plus from plus 7 is reduced to plus 2. Why plus 2? Sulfate on the whole minus 2. It should be plus 2. Then only the total charge will be 0. If the oxidation number of manganese be x, for sulfate on the whole minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to plus 2. This is how we find out the oxidation number of manganese here. Alright. So, manganese from plus 2 is reduced to plus 2. Iron from plus 2 is oxidized to plus 3. Now, we have to balance this equation using oxidation number method. Alright. We need not bother about other element or ion, only manganese and iron. Based upon manganese and iron, we are going to balance. How? Manganese gained 5 electron, that is, it is reduced. Since it is an oxidizing agent, it should be reduced. It gains 5 electron plus 5e. And iron from plus 2 loses 1 electron, loss of 1 electron to become a plus 3. It is reduced, it is oxidized. Since it is reduced, it is acting as an oxidizing agent. Since it is reduced, it acts as a, since it is oxidized, it is acting as reducing agent. Now, how to balance the equation? Let me write the same thing instead of, it can be written like this, but in a very simple way. 5 electrons are lost. 5 electrons are given out by manganese. 1 electron, 5 electrons are gained, 5 electrons are gained. 5 electrons are gained, so that plus 7 becomes plus 2. Here, iron from plus 2 is converted to plus 3 by losing an electron. So, 1 electron is lost. To balance the equation, equal number of electrons should be lost and gained. That is redox reaction. In a redox reaction, equal number of electrons should be lost and gained. Here, an electron is gained. How? Here, 5 electrons are gained and 1 electron is lost. It may not be a balanced reaction. So, an equation should involve equal number of electrons should be involved in transfer. So, we can cross multiply 1 here and 5 here. But sometimes, if we have more number of atoms which are oxidized or reduced in reactant side or product side, that number can be multiplied. And therefore, here 2 iron atoms, each iron atom from plus 2 is oxidized to plus 3. That means 2 iron atoms, and therefore we say 2 into 1 electron. Alright? 2 iron atoms, 2 into 1 electron. If it is multiplied by 2, upon cross multiplication, we will be getting balanced equation. How? Here 2, the same number 2 can be used here. Upon cross multiplication, it becomes 10, it becomes 2. So, you will be getting 2 moles of KMnO4 plus H2SO4 plus 10 FeSO4. What I did was, here 5 electrons are gained by manganese, 1 electron is lost by iron. Since we have 2 iron atoms, we need to introduce, we have to multiply 2 by 2, of course by both, then only it will be equal number. 2 into 5, 2 into 1. So, ratio we have multiplied by 2, that is all. To balance the equation, we have to cross multiply. Here 2, here 10. Alright, we have cross multiplied. Now, based upon this number, we have to balance the rest. We have cross multiplied 2 here, 10 here. Based upon this number, this number should be maintained constant. Keeping this number, we are going to balance everything. How? 2K and therefore K2SO4. Yes, 2K. It's okay. 2 potassium, 2 potassium. Manganese 2, therefore 2MnSO4. Manganese I have to balance. Therefore 2 manganese, therefore 2. Then 10Fe, therefore 5Fe2SO4 thrice. 5Fe2 will become 10. 10 and 10 get balanced. Plus H2. That's all. Maximum we have balanced. We have to balance only oxygen and hydrogen. Alright, almost all other things are balanced except oxygen and hydrogen. 8 oxygen, therefore 8 H2. Because oxygen is present only in water. In other places, oxygen is in the form of sulfate. And therefore, we need not bother about oxygen in sulfate. We have to bother about oxygen in potassium permanganate. 8, therefore 8 H2. 16 hydrogen. Therefore, in the reactant side also 16 hydrogen, it should be 8 H2. So, for 8 H2. Balanced equation. So, by knowing the oxidation number, it is easy for us to balance the equation. Alright, now we have got a balanced equation. Likewise, I can give one more example. Using oxidation number method, I can give one more example. What is it? So, I think you might have understood. What for we have introduced 2 times? For 2 iron. When we introduce 2 here, equally in the reduction side also it should be equal in number and therefore 2. Alright. So 2 into 5, 10, 2 into 1, 2. Upon cross multiplication 2 here, 10 there. Yes, we have got 2 and 10. Keeping these 2 constant, we have started to balance and we have got a balanced equation. Now one more equation using oxidation number method. Let's go into the next reaction where arsenious sulfide As2S3 reacts with nitric acid HNO3 and water to form the corresponding acid H3ASO4. Alright. Sulfuric acid and then nitric oxide NO. These are the products we are getting. Now it is little bit complicated reaction. How to balance this equation using oxidation number method, that's what we are going to see. Few elements, they remain as such without oxidation or reduction. For example, hydrogen. In all its compounds, hydrogen is in +2 oxidation state, +1 oxidation state. +1, +1, +1, +1. We didn't get any peculiar hydride, metal hydride like that. Oxygen, in all its compounds, -2, -2, -2, -2 and -2. We didn't get any peculiar product or reactant. But for other elements, we can think of change in oxidation number. For arsenic, for sulfur, for nitrogen, yes, arsenic, sulfur and nitrogen. For these elements, oxidation number might have changed. How? Arsenious sulfide means the oxidation state of arsenic +3 minus -2, +3 -2. Alright? +3 -2. How do you arrive at? Arsenic usual oxidation state +2 and +3, +5, +3 and +5. For sulfur -2 mainly because it belongs to oxygen family. Here 2 into +3 will give +6. 3 into -2 will give -6. Total is equal to 0. Yes, it is +3 and -2. No doubt over that. Oxidation state of arsenic and sulfur we have calculated. Now for nitrogen. How? For the hydrogen it is +1. Nitrogen we don't know, X. Oxygen 3 into -2 is equal to 0. Sum of the oxidation number of all the atoms should be 0. +1 + x, 3 into -2 is equal to 0. +1 + x minus is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to plus 5. Oxidation state of nitrogen here is plus 5. We need not bother about others. Plus 5. Now, in water, we need not find out oxidation number of anything. Next, in this acid, H3ASO4, 3 into plus 1 plus X plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to 0. 3 into plus 1 plus X plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to 0. 3 plus X minus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to plus 5. Minus 5 when goes over there plus 5. So, oxidation number of arsenic is found to be plus 5. So, arsenic is oxidized. Alright. Then sulfur, it is in the form of sulfuric acid. The oxidation number of hydrogen is plus 1. 2 into plus 1 plus X plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to 0. So, 2 plus X minus 8 is equal to 0. X minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, X is equal to plus 6. The oxidation number of sulfur is plus 6. Sulfur is oxidized. For nitrogen, it is minus 2. Therefore, it should be plus 2. Then only the molecule will be neutral. Nitrogen from plus 5 is reduced to plus 2. Therefore, usually one element will be oxidized and the other element will be reduced. In this reaction, two elements are involved in oxidation and one is involved in reduction. How? Arsenic from plus 3 is oxidized to plus 5 by losing 2 electrons. 2 electrons are lost. Since 2 arsenic, we can multiply it by 2. Alright. Now, sulfur plus from minus 2 is oxidized to plus 6 by losing how many electrons? 8 electrons. 8 electrons are being lost by each sulfur atom. Each sulfur atom loses 8 electrons. Alright. But we have 3. Minus 2 to plus 6. Minus 2 to minus 1. 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Alright. Totally how many? 7 electrons. 7 electrons. Minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 electrons. Alright. Now, nitrogen from plus 5 is reduced to plus 3 by gaining 3 electrons. Alright. If with the plus 3, if 2 electrons are eliminated, minus of minus 2 plus 5. Here minus 2. From that 7 electrons are lost, minus of minus 7, which is equal to minus 2 plus 7, which is equal to plus 5. Therefore, sulfur from minus 2 is oxidized to sulfur from minus 2 is oxidized to plus 6, therefore 8 electrons. Minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, 8 electrons. We have calculated plus 5. Sulfur from minus 2 is oxidized to plus 6, therefore 8 electrons. Now, here 2 atoms of arsenic and therefore 2 into 2. Alright. 2 atoms of arsenic, therefore 2 into 2. Here 3 atoms of sulfur, therefore 3 into 8. Totally, how many electrons are lost? How many electrons are lost totally? 2 plus 2, 4 electrons. 3 plus 8, 24 electrons. So, in this reaction, totally 2 into 4. 2 into 2, 4 electrons. plus 3 into 8, 24 electrons. Totally 28 electrons are lost and 3 electrons are gained. In any redox reaction, equal number of electrons should be gained and lost. In this molecule, As2S3 arsenious sulfide, it has lost 28 electrons to become H3ASO4 and sulfuric acid. And nitric acid has gained 3 electrons to become NO, but equal number of electrons should be gained and lost in any redox reaction. Therefore, we have to cross multiply. Here we get 3 As2S3 plus 28 HNO3 plus all other things, let me write as such, H3ASO4 plus H2SO4 plus NO. We have balanced only these two. Based upon that, we have to balance the other side. 9 arsenic atoms, therefore 9 H3ASO4. Sorry, 6 arsenic atoms, therefore 6 H3ASO4. 3 into 2, 6. 9 sulfur atoms, therefore 9 H2SO4. All right. 28 nitrogen atoms, therefore 28 NO. Almost we have balanced everything except hydrogen. How to balance hydrogen? Let us count the number of hydrogen atoms in the product side and reactant side. In the reactant side, already we have 28. In the product side, 6 into 3, 18. 2 into 9, 18. 36 hydrogen atoms we have. All right. And hydrogen here we have 28. Remaining 36 minus 28, remaining 8. Therefore, it may be 4H2O. 8 hydrogen here, it may be 4H2O. Just assumption. 6 into 3, 18. 2 into 6, 18, totally 36. Here it is 28. This number should not be disturbed. Remaining 8. Therefore, I made 4H2. Now let us count the number of oxygen atoms. It should be all right. All right. So 28 into 3. How many oxygen atoms in the reactant side? 28 into 3. 3 into 8, 24. 4, remainder 2. 2 into 3, 6, 6 plus 2, 84. 84 oxygen atoms here and 4 oxygen atoms here, totally 88. Here in the product side, 6 into 4, 24. 9 into 4, 36 and then 28. So 10, 18, 3, 6, 8, 88. So balanced equation. Everything is balanced. So this is how an equation may be balanced based on oxidation number method. Thank you.